Good afternoon, all. So, in the morning session, what we have seen, so we have seen the basics, right? So, what is machine learning? So, machine learning is a computer program that will be learning by itself without being explicitly programmed, right? And what else we have seen? We are using Python uh, in the machine learning concept because it will be very easy to use programming language. We can also use our programming language as well. Right, we have seen what, why do we need, and when to use, we have seen. Okay, then there will be a question like, how do you teach a computer to do machine learning or perform some operation? So there are various ways to teach a computer to machine learning. The best way will be like largely depend on the problem. So what type of problem you are going to solve, so depend on that only it is going to change. As a rule, computer will need lots of example of something for it to learn from. Okay, here what type of example we will give? We will be giving the example in the form of data, either in structured or unstructured or semi-structured in format. We will be passing into our machine, and our computer will take that particular example which is in the form of data, and it will perform the classification or prediction. So regression type means we say predicting, classification type means we will say, classifying means we will say classification algorithm. Okay, then uh, do computer ever make mistake? Generally, we will say, right, computer means accuracy, fast and everything. So will it make mistakes means machines are logical. Okay, human can make mistakes or he can be a judgmental, right? But how machines are created, it is completely created based on some logic and then rules to be followed. So they do not use any judgment or language to solve a problem. Okay, the answer provides are subject to the rules which are given. I'm giving some rules means based on that rule only it can able to perform anything. It cannot think by itself or cannot take decision based on some emotion. Okay, then next question will arise is, if we know computer can also make mistakes, we cannot say it is 100% accurate answer, right? When it is making mistake means who we need to blame? Can we blame a machine that it has made a mistake? No, right? No one can be blamed when a machine makes a mistake. Even a machine can be blamed because it is following only the rules that are given to it. Okay, then what is the relationship between a big data and then machine learning? So big data means what we can say, data which like too complex or scattered data we can say, right? So that needs some specific algorithms and methodologies to process them, because when it is data is in a huge format means we cannot able to read it or understand anything from it. Okay, because every second data has been generated by the machine as well as the user also through Facebook or any social media sites. So many tweets, status, everything they are putting, right? Everything is creating one data only. So it is highly impossible for a human to analyze those data. So that is where we move from the traditionally what will happen. The traditional processing system cannot analyze, right? Because it is a structured one. Yeah, structured query language is there, unstructured query language is there. Example, MySQL, if I take means that we call it as a structured query language. It will be in a form of tabular, right? All columns should be filled. So many conditions will be there. Whereas nowadays, most of the data are in an unstructured format. So in morning also we have seen, right, databases we have seen, in that what database, three database I have showed you, right. In that MySQL is a structured database, okay, but MongoDB and Cassandra are unstructured database, okay, because nowadays data will be in that format, so it is easy to store the data in that specific format. So those type of data cannot be processed. A large volume of data cannot be stored or cannot be processed in the traditional structured method. So machine learning is a refined type of class of algorithm that will process the big data. Okay, the algorithm like predicting analysis, text analysis, social network mining. Social network mining means giving some suggestions of friends. Okay, friends of friends suggestion and all it is giving, right. So that can be, or people whom you are following this person in LinkedIn, if you have seen, means people you follows this particular person, follows this post, like that some suggestions we are getting, right. That we can say plays a major role in the machine learning process. Okay, and the machine learning algorithms are based on the algorithms which are capable of analyzing large volume of data. So it can handle both structured and unstructured also. So mostly, even if you are getting data in unstructured format also, mostly we will try to convert it into some specific structure. Then only we can able to create a pattern out of it. Only the machine understand the pattern, then only it can predict or classify the things, right. So that is the role of a data scientist or data analyst. Okay, like several sections will be there. So data scientists or data analysts will be performing the data cleaning, performing, we will say ETE, all those things will be done by them. Okay, ETE means extract, transfer, and load. Okay, extract data from different sources and then transfer them into one readable format, then load them into our machine to create a model that are performed by a data science or data analyst. Then that will be moved to next part called like machine learning engineer will be there, machine learning analyst, architecture, so many designation person will be there. So they will be creating, okay, which algorithm will be suitable for it, which algorithm is giving a highest percentage of prediction or classification. So then again, it will be moved to the back end or a front end. So till now if you're using a programming part means it is like a back end, right. So what the front end will person will do is he will be creating some application. So it can be a web application or an mobile application, like that they will be designing the front end part and they will integrate it with the back end, the machine learning algorithm they will integrate, and for storing the data it will be integrated with our database. Okay, so nowadays full stack machine learning developer also is coming on. So full stack means both front end and back end they will be taking care of. So when it comes to front end means like HTML, CSS, JavaScript or any framework you just know means you can create some small application. Back end means algorithms, you know, algorithms you should know, database connectivity you should know, how to store, how to retrieve, all this information you should know. Okay. Then, like this process is used for machine learning is to prepare the data by cleaning the data, and then after cleaning, we will train the machine learning algorithm to perform the algorithm by making efficient or effective combination of machine learning algorithm. Okay, the ultimate objective is to get the best result in best time. Okay, less effort should be given, but uh, more results should be expected. Okay, then in the morning class till this only we have seen. Okay, different types, what are the steps we have seen. So now we will see what are the applications of machine learning. What are the applications, can anyone say, where and all we are using the machine learning nowadays in real time? So machine learning is one of the most rapidly growing technology, right? According to the researchers, we are in the golden year of machine learning and artificial intelligence. So it is very helpful in solving many real world complex problems. Even very complex problems can be solved in a simple method by using the machine learning. So which cannot be like complex problem in the sense which our problem cannot be solved by our normal traditional method. So that's what we call it as complex, right? So that can also be solved, right? So some of the example what we can say: emotional analysis. So application first, disease detection and classification. Okay, just by seeing the scan report, X-ray report or anything, it can machine can able to say that whether this particular person is having a cancer or not, any deadly disease is there or not, what type of disease he is having. Blood results by the blood result analysis they can do. So what is the sugar level? Everything it can analyze and it can predict also. If this health condition retains means in upcoming future, like in 5 years what will happen to your health, okay, whether your health will be increasing or decreasing. If it is decreasing means what you can do to avoid getting disease like that. So those kind of things we can able to do with machine learning, right? Then uh, we are having social media, so user pattern analysis, we can say emotional analysis, what type of product user frequently buys. Then sentiment analysis. Sentiment analysis means in Twitter what type of tweet if you are putting, in case if you are putting violence tweet means automatically it will read it and delete it. Even in Facebook, if you are typing some wrong words means automatically it will change it to star star. So all these are what it is reading, uh, every time it is observing what is happening, and then when it particular times comes means it will performing its operation. Okay, similar way, like what type of tweet the person is putting, based on that you can understand, okay, this person is having this type of personality. Those things can be analyzed. Okay, in case some person will be having a mindset of even in Google also, if you are searching for some suicide or anything means it will giving some suggestion like motivation, that kind of suggestion it will give instead of helping you to do suicide. Okay, those things are happening nowadays. And then error detection and prevention. So for that, any example you can say error detection and prevention. So nowadays very famous uh, like Grammarly. Is that right? Have anyone used Grammarly as an application or a website? No. Grammarly, don't know. Wait, let me share. This one, grammarly.com. So if you are typing any text means it will giving you suggestion like see, here you can see automatically it will read your text and it will say this much good, motivating, like that it will give you suggestion. Okay, not only spell check it will do, it will also perform sentence, sentiment, everything it will analyze. Okay, it will give you lot of words, meanings, different suggestions also it will give. So if you have seen 5 years before this Grammarly or any even Google Translator also, if you seen means 5 years before, 5 or few years before, if you seen means it will be translating as it is. I'm saying something means in English the sentence formation will be different, in other language it will be different, right? So it will be translating as it is. I am Vignesh means I, you, like that it will be translating. But nowadays if you are seeing means even you can putting a lot of paragraph also, it is able to give you a proper sentence or proper paragraph. So all this are possible because of this machine learning only. Okay, then what else example, like where you are using in the real world or the day-to-day life machine learning concept. Cricket LPW. Some analysis. There are also some analysis. I will not watch cricket that much, but there are also some analysis will be there, right? Ball is pitching in 1 point means what is the possibility? Like, if a batsman has hidden the what to say stump. Okay, what it will do based on where it has been pitched, so whether it will touch the stump or not if the batsman is not there. So that analysis it will be doing. So everything they are doing, right, where and they will be showing like complete picture also, right, where and all ball has been moved in this particular over, entire over, where in the bat where it has been touched. So many things we are analyzing, right. It is also one of the machine learning only, right. Even okay, that is one example. Then anything else? Then we can say error. I mean weather forecasting prediction that we can say captions in WebEx. Ah, captions in WebEx also you can say, or even in some YouTube also it is showing, right, auto generated converting to English. That also we can say text to sorry speech to text conversion is happening. That also we can say. Then stock market analysis and forecasting whether the sales will increase or decrease, what will be the stock price, okay, whether to buy the stock or not. Even in YouTube also when you're watching some videos some ads will be coming, right. AI based stock market prediction. So if you're it will predict and say what will be the price of tomorrow or after 1 week, some rough prediction, but based on that you can buy the stock or not you can decide. So that we can do use speech synthesis, like different language it can able to speak based on different voice emotion text tone, so everything can be performed. Then speech recognition also. So in every, I mean most of the house we are having that Google Assistant will be there, or Amazon Alexa will be there, or nothing is there also in my our mobile phone. When we say immediately okay Google, automatically our phone is detecting, right. So and whatever you are asking to that Google Assistant, it is trying to fetch you. Okay. Um, e- Different devices will give a different output based on their experience and data which has been trained with. Because if you are asking few things in Amazon Alexa, that may not be answering. In Google Assistant, it will be answering differently. So a lot of things are there. And then customer segmentation. So that also we can say, right. So in social media, like user pattern analysis is there, suggestion is there. We can say sentiment analysis. Just a minute. Okay, we can say sentiment analysis. Then search engine. Okay, if you go for search engine means suggestion. When before you complete the word, it is giving lot of suggestion, right? So suggestion also will change based on your previous search history. Based on like if you are searching in Indian server means it will give different suggestion. If you are searching the same thing in any other country, Google search engine means it will be giving different suggestion. So like that it will be changing. And what we can say, like as I told, uh, credit based search, based on spending, yes, credit based suggestion, that's what e-commerce website and all is there, right. There also you will be getting customer suggestions. So So e-commerce websites. So if you are seeing my Amazon app means mostly it will be showing the electronic gadgets because I will be frequently buying electronic item like mobile etc. So those type of offers suggestion will showing to me. If you are logging in means based on your frequent purchases, it will be searching you different product, right? Then fraud detection and prediction we can say, right? Fraud detection means credit card fraud, fake spam. Is it my screen visible? Is it visible, right?
Visible, sir.
Ah, okay. So in fraud detection, what are the things is there? Like we can find the spam, any spam mails, whether it is spam or not. Now you might have seen right in Google inbox. If you go means automatically it is finding based on the subject and what type of content is there in the body. Everything it is finding and saying, okay, these messages are spam messages. Once we say, okay, these messages are not spam message means it will learn and next time it will not do the same mistake again. Right? Then in fraud detection we can say like credit card fraud. Fraud detection. Then in fraud fake news detection, right? So whether the given news is in genuine or not, because most of the time in WhatsApp, some fake news will be spreading, right? So that can be detected and stopped, okay, at the right time. Then in e-commerce website, we can say like recommendation system or recommendation engine also we can say, right? Okay. Then so these are some of the applications. Okay. Then what are all the challenges faced in the machine learning concept? Challenges means difficulties or barriers in our machine learning concept. What are the things we can say? So some of the challenges are yet to be overcome by our machine learning concept, right? So some of them are um, first thing is quality of data. So having good quality data for machine learning algorithm is one of the biggest challenges because it is not easy to get pure data from the user, right? Most of the time it will be like unstructured format, impure data will be there. So 80 percentage of the time we will be spending it on cleaning the data and other process because only 20% once we have got the exact what to say good quality data, then it is easy to further proceed. Okay, so in case if you are going with the low quality data, so it will lead to the problems related to the data pre-processing and feature extraction. So it will be very hard for you to extract the feature. So in quality of data, like what type of problems you will be facing is like so good quality data will be a very challenging thing. Okay, then time consuming task. So another challenge faced by the machine learning models is the consumption of time. So especially for data acquisition, feature extraction, and retrieval. Okay, mostly we will be like doing trial and error method. Okay, lot of methods are there. In that we need to find which will be our correct fit for our model. For example, beauty product is there. Okay, one beauty product is there, and I'm collecting information from the user whoever buying that particular product. Okay, I'm collecting name, age, address, so many information I'm collecting. Okay, and I want to perform some analysis based on the data. Which are all the column will be useful for me for that? Will their name useful for me? No, I don't need their name to do that. Okay, what about age? Age needed. So which category of people buying this particular product that we can check. Whether address, to some extent we can use which location of people are buying this product very much. Okay, whether rural area, urban area. In urban area means in which streets they which people they are buying, like that we can say. Whether salary of a particular person is important. Salary, again some extent. Okay, whether the quality is high. Gender also we can say. Gender, age and all important factor. Other things and all may not be more, not more very important. How much they have purchased, that and all not necessary, right? What product they have purchased, whether it is important or not. Yes, it is important. Likewise, we need to know which is important, which is not important. So if it is important means how to use it. So it will be a time taking process, right? To find the correct match. So that is what we are saying, time consumption task. Okay. So time consuming task means especially for feature extraction and retrieval. Then what? Lack of specialist person. Okay. As machine learning technology is still in its what to say, developing stage, we can say, because even if it is existing for very long time, nowadays only boom of this machine learning is even more higher. But demand is high, but supply in the sense that the number of people who have expertise in that particular field is very less. Maybe they are in the beginner stage or up to some intermediate level only. Even after, I mean, after 5 or 10 years only we can say lot of people are expert in this particular area, right? So that is also another one challenge of this machine learning. Okay, so lack of so availability of expert resources. Okay. Then overfitting and underfitting. So overfitting and underfitting means, if the overfitting means we will try to make the model to fit all the training values. That we will call it as overfitting. Underfitting means like, for example, morning I have showed you two example, right? Linear and then polynomial or logical regression. So this example I have showed you, right? Points are there. So underfitting means not considering any point. Like randomly, I'm just drawing one line means I will not consider whether it is touching or minimum lines or not. So this type of thing we call it as underfitting. Okay. So simply we are drawing a line. We are not considering whether. Okay. Sorry. Just a minute. Now it is visible, right? That's what dots or somewhere else is there. Okay, and I have drawn the model or created the model some other position, okay, which is not even touching anything, means that we call it as underfitting. Overfitting means try to connect each and every dot. Okay, if it is like this, okay, and I'm trying to connect all the dots as possible. Okay, so what will happen in this cases is during the time of testing, it will give you some best result, 95, more than 95 percentage. It will give you some result, good result. But when you are implementing this model by testing it with some new data, okay, that time its performance will be very less. Okay, it will not give you some expected output or best fit, we cannot say. Okay, so that is why this should be taken care of. Overfitting also should not be there. At the same time, underfitting also should not be there. Okay, we should have always best fit. Okay, for this is the best fit means that we should give to our model. Okay, then multiple dimensionality, that will also be another problem. So if you are having too many features to compare, then it will be hard for us to predict predict or classify them very correctly. Okay, and then difficulty in deployment. So creating itself, it is taking time. Deploying in the sense either converting into an application, real-time application. If I want to convert means it has to perform the operation continuously. Okay, but that all the time it is not possible in the real-time scenario. Okay, so that is another one challenge we will be facing in this particular machine learning concept. Okay, so up to here, any doubts is there, like what type of challenges we are facing, and then what are the applications, basic applications is there. Okay, here autonomous vehicle. So I forgot to say about autonomous vehicle. So autonomous vehicle means the pedestrian detection, lane detection, road sign detection. All these are important, right? When a human is driving a car means what are all things he will see. So he will see whether human is walking nearby or not, whether lane is properly like left, right direction should be there, and then signboards. Here and there road signs will be there, right? This much speed you have to go. The speed breaker is there, speed limit, those things, direction, everything it has to analyze, and then it should perform accordingly. So that and all will come under the autonomous vehicle concept. Okay, then clear, right? So we will see supervised learning in more detail. Okay, I'm having another one map also. I will, I will just open it. Just a minute. So supervised learning also we are going to see. So in supervised learning we have seen two categories, right? So classification method and regression method. The first point, quality of data. We are not sure on the data we received for processing. Then how to believe in the result provided by AI algorithm. If you are not sure about the data you have received means you cannot able to train your model, right? See, two ways we can train our model. Either completely we'll be giving random data. We itself will generate the data and we will pass it to our model, or we will collect the real world data. Okay, When we will say we can rely on that particular data means we should know, right? If age means these are the criteria should be there, marks of a student means this should be the range. So like that you have to train. Okay, so more it is a real world data, so more you can believe actual what is there. If you can't able to get the real world data means end of the day you have to create your own data set for training purpose. Okay, so here we are not going to create actual real world application, right? But keep this as an example, like uh, as a final project, mini project, you also have to do some projects, right? In that you can use the machine learning concept. Even you can go deeper in deep learning model. For example, if you want to say means in previous batches and all, one person has done driver drowsiness. Okay, in driver drowsiness, he has done is when the driver is feeling sleepy, like not closing his eyes for more than 3 5 seconds means automatically one beep sound will come. So like that they have created. And one more person was there. So she what did is she did some analysis. So she's from Kerala and she's working as a market analyst or something in that particular area. So she has used his own data from the customer here. Tourism paradise tourism is there. So she uses his original data, user data he has collected, and they used to do some follow up. Okay, if you're inquiring or putting requests in their website means they used to call the person. Okay, that particular person they will call and they will try to follow up. And sometimes 8 or 10 calls also they will make. Okay, and they call them as lead, hot lead, cold lead, like that they will say. Hot lead means the person who has confirmed the order. Cold lead means in between he has said like I'm not interested or something. Okay, so what problem they have faced is they will be like following for 6 or 7 times continuously calling and following they will be doing, and then the customer will say okay I'm not interested or anything. So it is creating a lot of fluctuation for the person who's contacting them, right? Because they are spending a lot of time on one particular customer. So if they have known before itself whether the person is an hot lead or a cold lead, so they might have avoided lot of time wasting in that particular person. They will be moving on to new person, right? So she has done some analysis like which like whether male or female who is inquiring more. So she has found male or inquiring to that particular website more. Then she has analyzed which state lot of people are inquiring. So from that Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, those area people are more. Okay, that analysis she has done. Then how many calls a person is converting from a normal lead to a hot lead. Hot lead means confirmed the order. So that she has analyzed, and before and all they used to do 8 calls. But after analyzing she found that the person who's a genuine lead will take maximum 3 to 4 calls. Within 3 to 4 call itself that person will confirm the order. In case the person is not confirming means we can simply ignore that particular lead and we can move on to new lead. So like that she has done some analysis by herself. So these are some of the example I wanted to say. So like this you can also create some take some scenario and you can try to implement and solve your problem. Okay, then let's come back to the supervised learning part. So in supervised learning first we will be seeing the classification. So in classification if you see means, so the purpose of classification, where or which type of data we'll be using this classification is to classify discrete variable. So discrete variable means each it will be like different values. For example, or otherwise, outputs will be in the form of classes, class A or class apple, class mango, class banana. Like that, we will be separating them as classes. So example, if you ask means cat or a dog analysis we can do, or pen or a mobile analysis, or classification. So it is not that you should have only two things to classify. We can have more than two classes also. Okay. Then steps. So morning we have seen 7 to 8 steps, right? So now we will see those steps in little bit detail. Okay. For classification, what type of things we will be using, and for regression, what type of steps we will be using. So first step, what we have seen, collecting the or gathering the data, right? So that is first step. Second step, data preparation. So pre-processing of data, missing data handling, those things we have seen. Third is choosing classifier algorithm. So what are all the classifier algorithm is there? So based on three things. Okay, major three things we will see. So either it is a binary classification, or multi-class classification, or multi-label classification. So binary classification means I will be having only two classes. Okay, as we are seeing the example here, right? Cat or dog, pen or like that, we will be having only two classes. Whether the customer will buy the product or not, whether the rain will come or not, yes or no, true or false. Like that type of scenario, we will call it as a binary classification. Okay, multi-class classification means in same algorithm we can predict multiple objects. Okay, for example, if I'm showing a pen in front of a camera means it will say it is a pen, and I'm showing a person face means that person name is already feeded means that person name will be shown. Likewise, in the single algorithm, we can classify multiple items, that we call it as multi-class classification. Okay, then what is multi-label classification is, if I'm showing four items, okay, one water bottle I'm showing, and then pen, marker, and then hand or anything I'm showing means, in multi-class classification it will detect only any one object only it will detect, and it will say this is water bottle, or this is pen. Like that, one classification only it will display. Whereas when I go to the multi-label classification, in the screen, what are all the objects present, everything it will display. Okay, in the same picture, I'm having an road, traffic light signal is there, car is there, bike is there means everywhere it will be marked. So that and all we have, I mean, generally we have seen, right? So if I am passing some image, okay, as an input, if I am passing means in that image two car is there. So here one car is there, here one car is there, and here some traffic signal is there means. So it will be like square bracket you can able to see, right? It will show like square bracket, and in the top it will say car. This is bike, and this is some road sign. Okay, signal, sign, signal, anything you can say. This is multi-class or multi-label. Multi-label. Okay, multi-class means even if you are displaying all multiple objects means any one only it will be direct at a time. Okay, whichever is having the how close the image is, based on that our value also will change. Okay, okay. So based on this algorithm, I mean based on this classification, we will see what are all the algorithms that we can able to perform. Okay. Um, wait. So first and foremost is linear regression. So linear regression will be like very simple and easy algorithm. Why? Because of its structure. So simply I'm going to draw one line. some intersecting line, and I will check how many points it is touching that particular line. So it will be either in an increasing way or in a decreasing manner. Okay, I have told the examples also, right? When the month increasing and demand also increasing like that, one data set if you are taking means um, our line also will be increasing. Okay, so when I give maximum value means it is like directly proportional. When this increases, automatically when demand increases, supply when demand increases, supply also has to increase. So those things we can able to say. So that comes under linear regression model. Okay, then next thing is what type of problem we will be facing in linear regression is outlier problem we will be facing. Uh, Now I'm just giving some you know small idea. Sorry. Later on when we are seeing the linear regression, I will explain it in depth. Okay, like this is there, and I have drawn one line. Okay, what if I'm having some outlier value? Outlier means what I have told 1, 2, like 5 is there, 8 is there. Suddenly one 150 is coming, which is out of the range, right? So for this 150, um, see, my price is slowly increasing. Uh, First value, like 2 is there, 4, 6, 8, like that is there. Okay, fourth value, sixth value, eighth value, and I'm getting 150 here. Okay, next value is 150, which is wrong value. But for that, I want to find the outlier means what should happen? So I will be drawing some line, right? Which will be going out of my range. Okay, what if my range is only, for example, what to say? 100 is my maximum range means it is possible that it will go out of the range also. Okay, this value can be out of the range because of the outlier. So those type of what to say? Those type of problems can be solved by using the logistic regression. So how it is possible is, so here the maximum value, whichever value you are getting, the maximum value will be topmost is 1 and the minimum value will always be 0. So it will not go out of the range, this particular range. So even if you are having some outlier also, it will be getting output as 1 only. Okay. So the curve, if you try to connect all the dots means it will look like in the S shape. So that we call it as sigmoid curve. Okay, sigma curve we can say. So that is what we call it as logistic regression. Okay. Then next algorithm is k nearest neighbor algorithm. Okay. So k nearest neighbor algorithm means, see here two types of data is there, right? So white color dots is there, and then orange color dot is there, then one blue color dot also is there, right? So this blue color dot is there, right? Blue or violet, whichever you want to say, you can say. So that dot is a new data. Okay, when a new data is entering, I will try to plot it in my graph, and then I will try to check with the nearest values. Okay, here I have taken k value as 3. K means any value, any n value I can take. So in this example, mostly it will be in odd numbers. So why? Because it is easy to classify, right? If three dots I'm taking, nearby three dots taking, so whichever dots maximum is there, I can easily classify the new point as that particular class. Okay, for assumption, assume that orange color means cat property, white means dog property. So a new dot is kept between these two places. So I'm drawing one circle. In this circle, two cat I got, one dog dot I'm getting. So obviously cat dots are more, right, when compared to dog. So then the new dot also I will consider it as cat or dog. Hmm. Obviously, I will say it is a this particular image or particular animal belong to cat class category. Like that, I will segregate. Okay. Instead of taking three, I have taken four or six. Any even number means there is some possibility, right? We are getting even values like two white dots and two orange dots. If we got means what we will do? We cannot do anything, right? So that is why we will go for the odd number values. So this type of thing is known as uh, K nearest neighbor algorithm. So to find the distance from one dot to the another dot, okay, which is very closer, what will happen is every dot it will try to connect, not only first three dot. How we will know these dots are near? We don't know, right? So from the new point, it will try to connect all the other points which are available. Okay, so from that, whichever is having the lesser distance, it will take three. I have given means three lesser distance I will take, and then I will perform the operation. So to find that, we are having two distance method is there. So one is Euclidean distance and another one is Manhattan distance. Okay, so what is mostly we will be using the Euclidean distance. So what is that Euclidean distance and Manhattan distance is? So assume that you are in a grid. Okay, so here you are. Okay, you, and here is your destination is there. Okay, assume that in between buildings are there. Okay, on Google Map. Okay, so from here you want to reach the designation. So you are putting that particular location. For example, from Gindi, I want to reach this Nile Chennai Institute. So my question is, can I draw a straight line like this? Can I say from here to here you can go in like this? Is it possible? No, right? In between buildings are there. You are not going to fly. So what we will do? We will say like go straight. Either lot of possibilities are there, right? Go straight till the like four blocks and then take right. Again go four blocks. You will reach your destination. This is one thing. Or here what we can say, go right four blocks and then take left, again go four blocks. This is another one thing. So likewise, what we can do, we are having various possibilities of reaching the same location, right? So like that, all possibilities it will try to connect. Okay, and whichever is having the least distance, so that alone it will try to take. So here if you see means from right to right side also if I go means same distance, in top if I go also same distance it will give getting. So from that any one distance it will be returning to you. Okay, so this is one way of finding the distance. So one way is like going in a proper order. So another way is directly connecting. So Euclidean distance means directly it will try to connect the two points. Okay, what is the difference from this location to this location? Whereas Manhattan, if you go means it will be Manhattan means it is a location name, one city name, I guess. So in that it will be like structured format only. So that is why it got its name like Manhattan distance. Okay. So this is for K nearest neighbor algorithm. Then similarly, support vector machine algorithm is there. So support vector machine algorithm is, so it is also similar like linear. So you'll be drawing one main line. Okay, separating a hyperplane. The hyperplane which separates the dog and cat. Okay, then what we will do is similar like in k nearest neighbor. What we have done, we have created one circle, right? So instead of putting circle, we will draw two lines uh, parallel to the hyperline. Okay, and I will check how many dots are touching that particular line. Okay, and which line touches the maximum point, that I will see. So which line is touching the maximum point, then obviously I will say the new point is going to be in that particular category only. If it is in this example, if you see means three dots touching dot, I mean dog, and then four is, I mean again three is touching a cat in this example. Assume four is touching means I will say new data is will be cat. If only two is touching means I will say the new data we got comes under the dog category. Okay, see here also the new pointer added in the space gap to classify the point based on which gap it lies. Okay, so then decision tree. So name itself it is given like tree, right? So it will be in a form of tree-like structured. Okay, let us see. See here you can see the tree-like structure. So based on the user answer, okay, the question will be changing. So based on the question and answer, my output result also will be changing. So here in this example, if you say me it's outlook, that is my question. What outlook I have to put? Okay. So for that, it will ask question like whether it is a summer season or like summer or overcast or rain, that it will ask. If I say it is a summer means I will ask whether it is humidity is there or not. If humidity is there means whether we are having high humidity or normal humidity. So if you are having high humidity means we will say outlook is no. So if we are having normal means we can say yes. So similarly, if we are going for the rain part, so if I say rain is there, then I will ask whether wind is there or not. So if this wind is very strong means I will say outlook is equal to zero. I mean no. If it is wind is very weak means I can say okay, no problem. Wind is very less only, you can able to move or travel. Okay, so it uses if then rule to classify the points. So we have learned if else program, right? So similar like it will be having algorithm and it will be performing in such way. True means one question will be asked, false means another question will be asked accordingly. Okay, and then radio forest method. Sorry, random forest method. So it is nothing but a extension of a decision tree. So NN, I mean, uh, it is nothing but a multiple decision tree result to give a final result. So here in the diagram itself, we can see one data set is there. That particular data set will be divided into multiple subset, and from that multiple subset again, the splitting will be happening. So finally, we will be getting n number of result. Okay, for each subset you will get one result, right? So those will result will be combined and compared. So majority voting will be taken and you will get the final result. Only one result only you will be getting it as output. Okay, this puzzle we call it as what? Random forest method. And then we are having navy bias method, neural network method. So Navy Bayes method means based on the probability based algorithm we can say. So P of A by B and all we have seen in probability, right? So to find P of A by B, what we need to do? P of B by A into P of A divided by P of B. P means here probability of. Okay, so we know that the probability of an element A, knowing that even B has already occurred. So we know even B already occurred. So using for this type of algorithm for spam filter. Okay, or similar to like name we will be giving to this algorithm. Okay, then finally we are having neural network. So neural network, neuron, anything we can say. So here in the neural network, we are having three layers. So input layer, output layer. In the middle, we are having the middle layer or hidden layer, we can say. Okay, in the hidden layer only, feature extraction will be taken place. Okay, if I'm passing on image means it will be converted into pixel by pixel. It will split. So each pixel information it will try to store it. Okay, and then when you are passing some new value means it will try to compare and it will perform the prediction or classification based on the data. Okay, so first input will be multiple input will be passed by the user, which is nothing but the feature. So that information will be passed to hidden layer. So each input layer will be splitted into multiple hidden layers. Okay, and multiple layers also we can have in the hidden layer. It is not that we have to have only one or two. Okay, we can have n number of multiple n layers, sorry, hidden layers, and finally output will be having only one. If it is a classification type problem means we will have multiple output, but at the time also we will be getting only one output, right? So what category it belongs to, that will be we are getting, remaining it will remain blank. Okay, so neural network arranged in the layer. Each neuron takes input and apply functions and pass to our next layer. Okay, so any doubts is there in the basic, like I've given just introduction of machine learning and supervised learning. So from tomorrow, we will be seeing each and every algorithm. First, linear regression will be there, logistic will be there. So, and then k nearest to SVM we will see. Then when we go for the classification, then finally we will be moving to the deep learning concept. Okay. Okay. So, so any doubts?
Sir, in machine learning, whether like we'll be using like algorithms like random forest and then modeling them, or like we have to develop a similar new algorithm right from scratch.
No need to create new algorithm. We will be using the existing algorithm. Existing machine learning algorithm we
Estimate
will use.
algorithms, that
Uh,
machine learning algorithms.
in that we will pass the values and we will check for this algorithm what type of whether we are getting the expected result or not, whether it is a best fit or not. That and all we will be analyzing. Okay, we will not be creating any new algorithms. No, don't worry. Okay, so
Okay, sir.
simple flow chart. You just remember everyone. Okay, which category it comes under, like whether it is a classification or clustering or regression or you know anything else. So first question you will be asking is the data is correlated with each other or not. Is data correlated or redundant? So redundant means repeated data. So in case if you are saying yes, okay, I will give yes as like yes and then no. So if I say yes means the next step we will be doing is dimensionality reduction. Dimensionality reduction means if you are having so many columns, I have told right, all columns may not be useful for uh, creating our model. So for that we should reduce it first. So that we call it as dimensionality reduction. So if I say no, okay, then yes means I have to do dimension reduction and then I have to perform one step. If it is no means directly I will go to that particular step. Okay, in that particular step, what I will do is I will again check whether is the data producing a category. Is data so if it is producing category, yes. If I say yes means I can say yes, I can say no, right? So then I will check whether it is a labeled one or not. Is data labeled or not? If yes means what uh, category it comes under? It comes under classification. In case if I say it is not a labeled one, then we can call it as clustering. Okay. Suppose if I say is the data producing category as no, it is not producing any category means then I will ask the next question as is data producing the quantity. So quantity means it is going to be in numbers, right? So is data producing quantity. So if I say yes means then I will perform the regression operation. So if I say no, then I'm having a bad data. So I need to change my data. Understood? This you can say it as an example for decision tree also. Okay, right? If the answer changes by the user, obviously the flow chart also will be changed. Okay, so if no any doubts, wait, someone has asked. Okay, if no any doubts means I will wind up the session for today. So from tomorrow we will see, like tomorrow we will be seeing a linear regression, and one by one we will be seeing remaining things also. So are you all clear in what we are going to do next?
Yes, sir.
Hmm, fine. So in the Vidya portal, in the I have created one new uh, section. Okay. See, after Java only, I have put the model 2 and machine learning, and I put the day one recordings. Okay, this recording also will be updated. in the same file itself. Don't go and search in the Python and ask. Okay, it is missing like that. Okay, up to here I have stopped the Python. Okay, and then I have created a new section for machine learning. Okay, so thank you all. See you in tomorrow's class. Bye.